Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be doing a video on this look. If you're interested in seeing how I do this, please keep on watching. So for this video, I basically am doing an infill. So we basically just filed off all the previous design back to the clear layer. And obviously, because they're really thin, the middle finger snapped as she was trying to pick glitter or something. So that was fun. So I basically just replaced that one with the Easy Tips from Glitterplanet. And as you can see, it's got that perfect shape already. If you want something similar, I highly recommend the Universal Tips from Not Polish. They are absolutely gorgeous and they just give the perfect coffin shape. But anyway, once I have glued that on, I am coming in with my hand file. And this is a 180 hand file, 180 hand file. And I'm just going on the sidewalls of the nails to make it flush. And then after that, I basically just blend the tip and then come in with my acid primer from CJP. And I'm going in with a thin layer of clear acrylic. That way, again, when the client comes back in, we can file back to that layer with no problem. So for this finger, I am using Baby G from CJP, and it's just this gorgeous translucent pink. I'm applying that closer to the cuticle area and then just dragging it halfway. And I'm going to be doing like a clear glitter tip kind of. It's like a glitter fade. But what I wanted to do was to really just focus on that Baby G color closer to the cuticle area, blending it halfway. And that way you get a nice back color. So now I am picking up these loose shards from Glitterplanet, and these are, I think they're called Pink Lemonade, that you can get from obviously Glitterplanet UK. I will leave those linked in the description box, as well as the code where you can get 5% off your order. So make sure you have a look in the description box to see where I get everything from and for any discount codes that I have. But anyway, I am basically just applying that glitter or those shards using clear acrylic. So I dip into my monomer, into my powder, and then just pick up those shards. And then once I have them placed where I want them, I add a very thin layer of clear acrylic, and I go in with these neon butterflies that I also got from Glitterplanet. So again, you will find everything listed in the description box. So for the middle finger, I am doing a 3-color ombre. I think it's 3. Is it 3 or 4? Pretty sure it's 3. Yeah, it's 3. So the first color that I'm going in is closer to the tip area, and this one is Apple Shine from CJP, which is a very gorgeous Tiffany color. And I'm trying to work quite wet because I feel like it's easier to just get the colors to blend. So as you can see, my beads are quite wet, but I still kind of pull them down rather than brush them. But you do whatever works best for you. I feel like you should experiment to see what method works best, and then that way you know which one to go with. So once I'm happy with the placement of the middle finger, I like to go in to work on the index. So I'm double dipping in to Sunny Days from CJP and Baby G from CJP, just marbling those together to get a nice kind, I wouldn't say blend, but just to get a nice canvas or like a marble effect kind of. But all you want to do is really just, you know, work a little bit wet and just marble those into each other. They will work perfectly. So when you do a marble, you want to make sure your beads are quite wet so the colors blend into each other. But when you do an ombre, so I'll go back to this now. So you know with the middle finger, I left it to dry, and then I moved on to the index. The reason why I did that was to let the color, so the tip color on the middle finger, dry before I come in with the second color on top. So with marble, you want to make sure you work wet to make the colors bleed into each other. But when you're doing an ombre, you want that blend very seamless. So you want to work not dry, but you want to make sure that the colors don't bleed into each other. So yeah, but anyway, for the index, I am just coming in with the same shards again from Glitterplanet, and I'm just going to apply them randomly on the nail, and I feel like it added that extra definition. But anyway, I think after this, I will be moving on back again onto the middle finger. So now I'm picking up Sunny Days, and I'm just going to be apply it on top of Apple Shine, and then I blend the upper half of that bead to blend into the nail, and so that you can get a seamless blend. And then I just use the tip of my brush and blend the lower half of that bead blended into Apple Shine. But anyway, onto the pinky, I am using a glitter from Magpie, and I think this one's called Emma. So it's a loose glitter, and I basically just dipped my brush into my clear acrylic and then onto the glitter from Magpie. And I absolutely love this glitter because it's got like this pink, I think it's like a mix of pink and silver, but it's got like this blue or purple iridescence. So I highly recommend you check out Magpie for glitters because they're absolutely gorgeous. But anyway, I use that as a background, and then I come in with this glitter that I got from Glitternails, and I will leave it linked down below as I'm not too sure what it's called. But yeah, I will leave everything listed in the description box, so make sure you have a look at that. I also forgot to mention that the brush that I'm using today is Queenie from CJP, and it's an absolutely gorgeous brush. I just love working with this, especially when I'm working on longer nails. But anyway, now moving on to the third color. Actually, am I? No. So what I'm doing now is I'm basically just applying a little bit more of that Baby G on the ring finger to cover the glitter, like the upper half, and just make it look more opaly. But anyway, I am using the same color, which is Baby G, applying it closer to the cuticle area, and then I basically just start brushing the lower half of that bead into the yellow that is underneath it. So before anything, I do apologize that it's not focused in here, but I will try and explain everything that I'm doing basically. So I have applied a very wet bead of Sunny Days from CJP on the tip area, and then I'm basically just picking up this glitter from Glitterplanet, and this is like a very chunky matte glitter, which is absolutely gorgeous. I just felt like it added so much depth to those nails, because even though it's on the thumb, you can't really see it. I do really think it went well. Hopefully you'll see, oh, there you go, you can see it better now. But I basically just applied it closer to the tip, blended it up, and then now I'm coming in with Baby G as my back color, and I'm applying it on top of that, and then just using my brush to make sure I get it nice and neat on that cuticle area. And then I just use the tip of my brush to blend the lower half of that bead onto that glitter. But anyway, once I am done doing that, I basically just go in with my clear acrylic, and I like to encapsulate all of my nails. So because I am using CJP, you don't need to really encapsulate the nails, but there are a lot of nails that have, you know, stuff that has to be encapsulated. So I would recommend that you encapsulate your nails regardless. I just feel like you build your apex better and the thickness, and with extreme lengths like this, you do want to have a good apex, because if you don't, they will snap very, very easily. So when I'm encapsulating everything, I don't just only make sure that all the glitters are in place, I also make sure that the structure of the nail is in the right place, the thickness and everything is on point. And when I'm encapsulating as well, I just basically like to keep on brushing the sides of the nail, and that way you don't disturb the shape and it will minimize filing time. So once the nails are nice and dry, you want to go back in with your hand file and reshape all of the nails. And please, please, please do not skip this because it really does make a big difference. All you really have to do is just go over that shape that you have. So you basically do most of the work at the beginning when you apply the tips and everything. And obviously, if you use the same tips that I'm using, you won't even need to do that much filing. But when you come to apply your acrylic, you do bulk up the nail, and with the structure and everything, it really does make a difference when you file the nails to reshape them once the acrylic is laid. So now I'm using the smooth top medium drill bit from Glitterplanet, and I'm just going over those nails to make sure I have a smooth surface. I also like to go closer to that cuticle area, but as it is a smooth top, which is a safety bit, you can't really get that close. But I still love using this bit because it gets close enough. I'm just OCD and I like to be like up there. So what I like to do with this is I basically just like to go over the sidewalls of the nails, underneath the nails, debulk anything that needs to, you know, be less bulky. Make sure that the surface is nice and smooth. And yeah, so I do all that with this bit, and then I like to come in with a carbide fine drill bit and I just go closer to that cuticle area. And when I use this bit right now, because it's a safety bit, I do use it at like 10,000 RPMs because you're not going too close to the cuticle area and it's a safety bit. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I have pulled the drill bit a little bit. I don't even know how to say it, but I've pulled it out from the drill a little bit, and as you can see, like, it's longer, and I feel like that helps so much when you're working with long nails. So if you're having any troubles filing nails that are too long, try and do this. I hope it makes sense. But just look at the drill bit, like you see it sticking out a little bit more. But anyway, when I go back in with my carbide fine drill bit, I don't use 10,000 RPMs. I lower it to about 4,000 RPMs just because you are using a more aggressive bit and you're going closer to that cuticle area. So now I'm coming in with my top coat, and I'm using the Extreme Shine top coat from the gel bottle, and I'm just going to apply that on all of the nails, and then I will cure for 60 seconds in my lamp, and that is basically the set complete. So this is the final look, you guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel, and I shall see you in my next video.